What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to day 4 of our Juniper Networking series videos. In today's video, I am going to be demonstrating how to do a root recovery password. Let's say that you went onto your device and you made a few configuration changes, and of course, you had to make the root authentication password in order for the commit to take place. But let's say you forgot that password. And now you're at this screen right here and you try to log in as root, but you don't know the password. Let's put in the wrong password and we get an incorrect login. Well, how do we get into this device? Well, we're going to be going over that in today's video. So if you do not know the root authentication password, the first step is restarting the device or rebooting the device. Now that can be unplugging the power cable while the device is running and then plugging it back in. In my case, I do know the password, so I'm just going to run the command to reboot it. I just don't want to pull the power cord of my switch. I don't like doing my switches like that. So let's log in and then just do a reboot. But of course, if you're in a situation where you cannot get into the switch, the only thing you can do is unplug the power cable. So let's go ahead and log in as the root user. Let's hit root and let's type in our password. Alright, cool. So we are in the FreeBSD shell. Let's type CLI. And now we are in operational mode. So let's do a request. System reboot at now. Alright. And we're going to reboot the device. So our switch is about to go down and it's going to reboot. So you need to pay close attention to whenever the device reboots. You're going to have to press the space bar at a certain time, and if you miss it, you're going to have to wait for the device to basically power all the way up, and then you're going to have to basically retry it. So once my device starts to boot is basically when I start pressing the space bar, because you can miss it in it's a second or less, really. So my device is rebooting. You guys could probably hear that, and I'm about to start spamming the space bar. I'm about to just start spamming it now. Not gonna even lie, because I do not like missing this, because I'm gonna have to restart the whole process. So let's just keep pressing that space bar. Okay, cool. So this is where you want to press the space bar at. So it's this quick prompt right here. It says hit enter to boot immediately or space bar for command prompt. So basically it's going to put you inside of what Juniper calls the loader. So then you're going to type boot-s to boot into single, I think they call it single mode, a single user mode. I think that's what the documentation of Juniper calls it. And we're just going to wait until we get our command prompt where it's going to ask us to type in recovery. And that's what we're going to type in so we can recover the root password. So it says enter the path name of shell or recovery for root password recovery. So that's what we want. We want to reset our root password. So let's type in recovery. Alright. And we're going to let the device do its thing. And we're playing the waiting game. Playing the waiting game. And I do have one of the older 3300 switches. So you can get these at a pretty decent price right now. The 4400s are kind of the go-tos right now for at least access, leaf access switches. So those are the newer ones. So I got basically the generation before they started making the 4400. So it does take a while for this device to boot. Okay, and as you can see, Juniper kind of gives you the commands that you would need to run once the device comes up, which is good. So this is how you would reset your root authentication password. So now you can see that we're logged in as root, and then we just I'm about to type conf t. I'm thinking I'm on a Cisco. Sorry about that. Let's type in edit and let's go config. Well, we just do a set system root authentication, and we want to set a plain text password. Let's type that, and now we're going to type in our password. Alright, perfect. And now we want to commit these changes. Now I'm going to do a commit and quit. Alright, so our commit was successful, and that is basically how you reset your root authentication password. So now once you log out of the device or you power the device down, you would just use that same password. So a quick and easy video today, but this is definitely a necessary one, and a real world problem that you might run into if you forget your root authentication, or if you fat finger something. That is, something that we all do when we're working with networking equipment and typing things, trying to get things knocked out. You could definitely fat finger something, and your password is something different than what you expected. So this is how you reset it. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in into day 4 of our Juniper Networking series, and I hope to see you guys in day 5.